Hi, it's Lindsay of WorldWise Tutoring. Today I want to teach you a really handy strategy for how to learn the unit circle using your hand. Before I do that, I do want to point out three very important concepts of the unit circle. First, notice that every coordinate in the unit circle has a denominator of 2. So every coordinate has 2 in the bottom of its fraction. Second, the only possible options for the numerators are 1, root 2, or root 3. What that means is our coordinates can only be 1 over 2, root 2 over 2, or root 3 over 2. Those are our only options. And the third thing I want to point out is that just like when we're graphing, we always name coordinates in order from x and y. And since x correlates with cosine and y correlates with sine, we're going to name our coordinates in order cosine, sine. So cosine goes first and sine goes second. Let's go on. So here we have our unit circle, and I'm going to look specifically at the first quadrant. So what you're going to do is take your hand and try to spread your fingers out so that each finger correlates with one of the degrees. So I have 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90. Now watch the magic happen. To figure out the coordinates at 30 degrees, put that finger down. I have 3 fingers on top and 1 finger below. Remember, cosine goes first. Remember, our only options for numerator is 1, root 2, and root 3. And remember, every coordinate is over 2. So cosine is going to be root 3 over 2. Sine is going to be 1 over 2. Root 3 over 2 for cosine, 1 over 2 for sine. Got it? Let's try 45. For 45, we're going to have cosine as root 2 over 2, and sine will also be root 2 over 2. At 60 degrees, cosine is going to be 1 over 2, and sine is going to be root 3 over 2. If I put down my finger at 0 degrees, my sine kind of disappears, and that's because at 0 degrees, sine is 0. And if I put down my finger at 90 degrees, the cosine disappears, and that's because at 90 degrees, cosine is 0. So putting down your fingers and remembering what we said about how the denominator is always 2, our numerator can only be 1, root 2, or root 3, and we always say cosine and then sine, it'll help you remember what the coordinates are at each angle. Once you know the first quadrant, you can take that concept and apply it to all the other quadrants, knowing which ones are positive where, and you should be set. Good luck!